Okay, hi everybody. Just trying to do a little video for you guys since I've been really remiss in showing you how the garden's going. These are daikon radish. Let's see if we can show you one. Oh yeah, there we go. You see it down there? Right there, that little white radish right there. That's our daikons. And we've been harvesting these and really enjoying the whole thing. We use the little part just to eat, and then we put the greens in with other things that we eat. Because, we try to eat all of our own stuff. We've got a lot of stuff coming in this year. Okay, now, on to this year's zucchini. This year's zucchini has done much better than last year's. We've already gotten one off it, and it's coming up with its second, third, and fourth ones. And these are round zucchini, and they're an heirloom variety. So we don't expect to get as many as you do with the regular plants, but that's okay because, you can only do so much with zucchinis, and we don't know that many people yet. I know we've been here 2 years, no excuse. Anyway, these are the lemon cucumbers, and as you can see, maybe you can't. I'm trying to get a good shot. There. These are just flowering like crazy. We've got a bunch of fruit on them. They've just gone nuts this year. We kind of knew what we were doing a little better, so, it worked out a little better this year. These are this year's peppers. We just did a bunch of trimming so you can see that they are not tiny anymore. Of course, you didn't know how big they were to begin with, but they were actually, as of last week, they were just kind of peeking out over the top of the bags that we're using. See? And then we got a bunch of the foliage out of their way so they could, get a lot of the light. And they've been getting the light and the heat, and they're really enjoying that. Now these little tomatoes over here, they are a cherry tomato variety. I don't remember what it was called, but they're really going crazy, and I would go over there to look, but I have a hard time right now getting around all these plants. Anyway, now here we are with our black crims again this year. And they're going crazy, but this year we're hoping not to have any sunburn because we've got 50% shade cloth up, which actually is surprisingly effective. I'm standing out here under the shade cloth and I'm finding it fairly comfortable. There's the one plant, here's the other plant, and they're both tomatoing. See that tiny little tomato? Yep, and then over here we've got a bigger one. Let me see if I can find it for you. There it is. There's that. I think there's a couple more on there, but I'm just not really sure where they are, so I'm not going to rummage around for them. Anyway, those are the crims. They'll be black. And we've got this nice shade cloth now, which if you garden someplace where it's warm, you might want to try it. We're finding it quite effective. Now I'm going to step out into the sunlight, and you maybe will be able to see a difference. I don't know. Okay. Trying not to show the squirrel hut because, it's kind of ratty. Anyway. Now here are some more tomatoes. And these tomatoes are theoretically a hanging variety, but they don't seem to be growing that way. And on the back here, right up there, can you see it? The tiny little tomato? Yep. This one's fruiting up really, really, really nicely too. There's two of those there. And we've got our basil over here. And that I believe is just plain basil. That hasn't had a trim in a couple of days. Now over here, we have some lemon basil, which I think are these guys, but I'm not really sure, and I don't really want to dig around too much to find out because, they're trying to grow. And there's a couple of tomato plants in here as well that are supposed to fruit a little later, and we're hoping that happens. And then down here, ignore the compost sections because they're kind of ratty looking right now, but this tomato just came to live with us today, and it was really, really root bound, so we just put it in with some compost, and we're hoping it takes off rather nicely. But it looks pretty nice, and feels like it's comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's feeling quite so root bound now. Anyway, that's it for this year's start of the garden tour. And if there's anything new to show you tomorrow, I'll show you. There's one of the places that the squirrels like to hide. There's one of the trees that one of them lives in. And you know, over across the street, we've got a bunch of trees that the squirrels live in. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Thanks for stopping by. Check once in a while because I'm going to try and be a little bit more regular with my videos this year. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye now.